It was 11:02 p.m. when my phone buzzed against the kitchen table. The sound echoed too loudly in the quiet house. I didn't need to look at the screen to know who it was. Nathan never texted me this late unless it was something important. Or at least I used to believe it was important. "You won't be joining us. My wife prefers to keep it just her family. You've already done your part by paying." Froze. The words glowed back at me in cold, impersonal text. "You've already done your part." I reread it, hoping I misunderstood. But no, there it was again. A polite dismissal, a transactional thank you wrapped in barbed wire. Another message arrived. "Don't take it the wrong way, Mom. It's not personal. Just simpler this way." Simpler. The word caught in my throat like a fishbone. Simpler for whom? Certainly not for me. I sat back in my chair, glasses slipping down my nose. My hands still smelled faintly of lavender lotion from the gift bags I just finished wrapping. Each little bag contained a keychain, "Aloha," "Grandma loves you," and a handwritten note. I'd imagined giving them to my grandchildren on the first night in Hawaii, watching their faces light up. I imagined telling them about their grandfather, about how we came to Hawaii on our honeymoon when we were young and broke and stupidly in love. But I wasn't invited. Not anymore. 3 years. That's how long I had been planning and saving for this family vacation. After James passed away, the house felt so empty. I needed something to fill the silence. So I decided to create a new memory. A joyful one. I envisioned all of us together on the beach, barefoot in the sand, laughing, reconnecting. I started small. $10 here, $20 there. I sold old furniture, tutored students online late into the night. I turned the thermostat down, wore double socks, skipped movies, skipped new shoes. Every dollar went into a separate account marked Hawaii Travel Fund. I researched villas big enough for 9 people. I called travel agents repeatedly to check dietary needs and wheelchair access for Tanya's mother. I ordered custom t-shirts, "Family is Forever 2023, with everyone's name printed on them. It wasn't just a trip. It was a bridge I hoped to build back to my family. I remember sitting up late at night with a cup of peppermint tea, scrolling through photos of Hawaiian beaches, imagining my grandkids laughing as waves lapped at their toes. I could almost hear James whisper, "They'll come together, Mary. They just need you to lead them there." I believed him. I wanted to believe him. But bridges take 2 sides. I hadn't noticed right away. First, it was small things. Tanya hosting Christmas at her mother's house. Thanksgiving photos where I was always the one behind the camera. Then Tanya's comment at a birthday party. "Nathan's mom is here too." Like I was an afterthought. There was the Easter morning when Nathan called to say they wouldn't make it to my house because Tanya's mother has a brunch planned already. No apology, no effort to rearrange. I spent that afternoon alone, heating and reheating the ham I had prepared, hoping against hope that they would change their mind. They didn't. Still I held on. I told myself it was a busy season, that families grow and traditions evolve. But deep down I felt it. My place in the family shrinking, my voice fading. Now I knew. They didn't forget me. They didn't overlook me. They erased me. I opened my laptop, hands trembling. The Hawaii Travel Fund balance blinked back at me. $21,763.84. I stared at the freeze account button. One click and every linked payment, villa, flights, car rentals, would stop. I didn't click. Not yet. Instead, I opened a blank document and typed a new list. Carol, her kids hadn't visited in years. Beverly, who buried her husband last fall. Louise, raising grandkids alone. Francis, forgotten by her family. Nora, who once said to me, "The worst part of old age isn't pain. It's invisibility." I remembered each of their stories like chapters from my own life. Carol, who once baked pies for the entire church but hadn't received a single visitor in 5 Christmases. Beverly, who still set a place at the table for her late husband every night. Louise, who took on parenting all over again in her 60s without complaint. Frances, who held her memories close because no one else cared to listen. Nora, who taught me that sometimes the greatest cruelty isn't hatred, it's being ignored. I saved the file and went back to the bank page. My finger hovered. The cursor blinked. "Are you sure?" Pop-up would ask. Blick. Freeze mode activated. 2 days later, my phone vibrated with messages. "Nathan, Mom, something's wrong with the card. Can you check?" Tanya. "The hotel says payment failed. What's going on?" "Nathan, please call us. The kids are crying. We're at the gate." I didn't reply. They boarded the plane without confirmation from the resort, thinking everything was covered. It wasn't. Emails from the travel agent arrived one by one. Villa reservation cancelled. Car rental cancelled. Excursions cancelled. Every cent refunded back to me. I imagined Tanya's face, her lips pressed tight, her eyes darting around in panic. I imagined Nathan, sweating, trying to stay calm for the kids. The thought didn't bring joy. Not exactly. Just a quiet sense of balance. I made 6 phone calls that afternoon. Each conversation began the same. "Hello. Hi, Carol. How would you like to see Hawaii?" Silence. Disbelief. Then tears. The villa was rebooked under my name. This time no entitled passengers. Just 6 women who understood what it meant to give endlessly and receive nothing back. We walked barefoot on the beach, shared stories over wine, and held hands by the fire pit each night, lighting candles for the people we'd loved and lost. On the last night, Beverly whispered to me, "I didn't think I'd ever feel like family again." "You are family," I said. We laughed, we cried, we healed. When I returned home, there was an email from Nathan. "Mom, we're back. Things didn't go as planned. Could you maybe send back the deposit? We're struggling financially now. We're still family." Family. The word tasted sour now. I closed the laptop without replying. For the first time in years I felt light. I sat on my porch, sipping tea, watching the wind chime James had installed 30 years ago. It swayed gently, singing in the breeze. I wasn't sad. I wasn't angry. I wasn't waiting for them to see me. 'Cause I finally saw myself. And I was enough. The ocean whispered through my memory, carrying away the bitterness and leaving behind only the salt-sweet scent of freedom.